So today we're going to be talking about wills. Leslie, can you just briefly explain to us what exactly is a will?
Okay. A will, or your last will and testament, is a document that is in writing, signed by you, that outlines for the court what you want done with your property when you die. Uh, Normally, wills are typewritten and then they are signed or executed in your lawyer's office, and there has to be two witnesses uh, to the will, and that's called a self-proving affidavit, and where you have a notary who witnesses everybody's signature, and it makes it so much easier to have the will probated when it is typewritten and signed by the person who's making the will and the two witnesses.
Now, speaking of typewritten wills, Leslie, can is people ask a lot, is a handwritten will, does that suffice for my last will and testament? And what kind of problems can someone with a handwritten will run into? And why is it important to have it on file at a lawyer's office?
Okay. A handwritten will or holographic will is legal in Texas. The problem with a holographic will is you have many other hoops that you have to jump through in order to get the will admitted to probate.
So are you
Wait,
saying,
I just said you, I meant heirs, the people that you've left behind. It's going to be much more difficult for them to get the will probated.
and expensive on the
Exactly. What has to happen is we have to have at least two witnesses who can testify that yes, this is John's signature. Yes, I recognize his handwriting. I can say that this whole thing was written in his handwriting. You might have to have handwriting experts. It can be a very costly process. So I recommend strongly that you come to the office, sit down and talk with me, and we can discuss what assets you have and how you want them to be distributed when you pass.
So if you have any more questions about wills and you're wondering if you need a will or not, please text us at the number below or send a message to our Facebook page. We'll be glad to get you in here. We can do wills pretty quickly, and we have the notary on site. We have the witnesses on site. We can take care of all of it in-house.
And I just want to add to that, Michael, that once you have a will made and then you die, it is a very easy process to have that will probated. The person who you have named as the executor in the will just makes an appointment, comes to see me. We either have a copy of the will or they will bring the original of the will, and then we file an application with the court to probate your will. The clerk puts an advertisement in the paper, and we get a hearing date. We go in, I prove up the will, and that's it. It takes 10 minutes, and it's very inexpensive, relatively speaking, and it will make your heirs love you even more than they did before you died.